Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Morning. It is morning here. It's 9:39. This game is loud as all hell. Wow, that was I don't know if you guys got that, but that was loud. Hopefully we can just adjust the settings real quick. And we can. It's hey Cherry Bomb! It's 9:39 in Queensland, 9:39 AM. The rest of Australia is a different time to Queensland. Because us Queenslanders like to work off real time, because we're real people. Real people, I should tell ya. Yes, Gil, I'm in Queensland. Queensland's the best place to be in Australia. The rest of the country is, especially Victoria. Victoria, from where the cowboy is. Welcome, cowboy. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hey, Jericho. Oh, hold it. Jericho's already asked, is this a naughty game? This game, guys, today is called Blackberry Honey. I'll tell you about the game in just a second. Let me just get this sound. If I can figure out where the sound bar is. I've got trying to get to that BGM volume, but I can't get to it. There it is. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. Yeah, the Cowboys in Victoria. I said Queensland's a great place to be, but at the moment, our politicians with the COVID situation, yes, they are the F word. I'm trying to keep this game, actually, this type of game. This is kind of like an adult game, so the politicians are fucked. Okay, let me tell you about the game before we even get into anything else. I do apologize for my swearing, guys. Blackberry Honey. Okay. Big shout out once before we start to Ratalaika Games. Ratalaika Games for sending me this game this morning. An inspired kinetic novel full of frilly dresses and romance. Lorena Wall is forced to toil for 14 hours a day as a maid for the Leonard family, as she struggles with overwork and being bullied by her senior maids. One of the only maids who speaks kindly to Lorena is the mysterious, I don't know her name, Teohua, I don't know. Her aloof, almost cat-like personality, coupled by her particular appearance, have inspired rumors that she might be a witch. Lorena knows she should keep her distance from Tahula. We're running with Tahula. And she wants to most desperately, but maybe the pinch of truth to all the rumors, because as soon as she finds herself under the woman's spell. So this game, guys, is a visual novel. It features over 100,000 words of text, which really around 7 to 8 hours of reading. A kinetic storyline, detailed background and CGs, an original soundtrack with 18 unique pieces, Victorian setting, and guys, this one's for the Cowboy and Jericho, a cute lesbian story. A cute lesbian love story, I should say. That's one for the Jericho and the Cowboy. They're gonna love this. They're gonna be here all day. It's a one-player game. As I said, it's a visual novel. It's a publisher, once again, Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. Supported languages are Japanese, English, German, Russian, Chinese. It's a PG game. So, parents' guidance. Maybe I should set this game to, I didn't know. I thought it was a bit of a raunchy game. It contains mild coarse language, mild themes, and sexualized imagery. But, of course, playing on the PS5 today. No, it's not a one-handed game. The PS5 has more restrictions and more censored games than Nintendo Switch. So, guys, if you're looking for naughty games, I suggest going to Nintendo Switch. This game, okay, guys, Blackberry Honey, is available for that one and only Nintendo Switch. The PS4, the PS5, which I'm playing on today, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S and X. And before we start, guys, yes, those who are asking, but it's not published by Ratalaika Games. This game is available for Steam and has an uncensored version. So if you're looking for the one-handed game, guys, of Blackberry Honey, where you can speak to yourself and use your one hand for naughty business, go to Steam and download that mod patch. But at the moment, we're concentrating on the Ratalaika version on the PS5, Blackberry Honey. Let's get into it. Just before we start, guys, let's catch up on the chat, the Twitch chat. And if you like what I see today, guys, and you're following me live right now on my Twitch channel, please feel free to drop me a follow. And if you're watching live back, or actually if you're watching the replay back on my YouTube channel, please, guys, if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. I really, really do appreciate it. Okay. Cherry Bomb says, I'm stuffing my face full of food. The cowboy's stuffing his face full of something else, Cherry Bomb. As the cowboy said, better to get it on the Switch. PlayStation games are censored, which is completely weird because Nintendo Switch games are like childy games. You know, they're childish games. Nothing wrong with them because I love Mario Kart with the new Mario Kart with 45 tracks coming out soon. But yeah, if you want your raunchy games and these type of raunchy games, you know, the Japanese inspired games, go to your Nintendo Switch. Even Xbox don't have them, so it's either Steam or your Nintendo Switch. Let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Once again, this game's brought to me by Ratalaika Games. Please, guys, like and subscribe. Let me just post that link. There we go, guys. There we go. Okay. As I said, it's a visual novel game, so it's not going to suit everyone. And it's kind of like that Victorian old, you know, English style. But it's a lesbian love story, so let's get started. Let's get started. Okay. Let's clear the voice. The night sky was dark. A few stars twinkled above. Just tiny pinpricks, like spits of granules of sugar. The stars looked so small and far away. It tugged at something within the young woman's heart, I should say. Remember, there's no guys involved in this game, I don't think. Was it the same sky her family could see? I got a phone call! Who's phoning me now? I hung up on them, guys. I'm hung up. I'll call them back. I'll call them back. I do apologise. First up, you start the stream and you get a phone call straight away. Were the stars the same stars? Was the moon the same moon? Of course it was. She didn't know. She hadn't seen her family in so long. But she couldn't think about it that now. If she did, she was sure she would cry, and she didn't want to do that. She refused. She'd always been stubborn. That's how she ended up in this mess. The girl had been riding in the back of a horse-drawn cab for upwards of 14 hours, for 7 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. Her legs, which had been crammed up to the space far too small for far too long, hurt. Even if she stood there, doing nothing more strenuous than simply existing, her body trembled. It felt like a mischievous imp was inserting needles in the back of her legs. She could hear, in the distance, the sound of horses' hooves striking against the ground. The carriage was lurking away beneath the cover of the night. There was nowhere else for her to go. Nowhere for her to run. All she could do was stare at the wood iron gates before her, large and imposing horse beyond. Bly. It was worlds apart from the girl became a Liverpool, where she had shed for many years with her mother and 2 sisters, 3 sisters now, given the recent birth of her youngest, Alice. Every time I heard the name Alice, I think Resident Evil 1. In the movie, Alice? Little Alice? But she would never be able to see Alice grow up. She swallowed, her throat confused. So, this was her new place of residence, but not a new home. She could never call it home. There was something horrible astir with this place, not helped by the sinister shadows that enveloped everything. The trees in the vast, expansive garden were tall and skinny. They stood sentinel, their brows waving in the breeze, almost like ghosts. Skeletal soldiers, blind, with the crumbling walls and darkened windows, seemed like the kind of place that would have a ghost story or two, and had existed long enough. Built in the early part of the 17th century, the girl had heard. How many ghosts lurked within these walls? Sorry guys, this guy is phoning me again. I'm just going to have to just leave it there just for a second. I'll be back in just a jiffy. Bear with me for a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Like, it's a telemarketer. Of course, it's a damn telemarketer. But this guy phoned me 3 times. So he desperately wanted to talk to me. And when I phoned him back, it was a recorded message. Hello, you want to buy a papadum? No! F off! So I blocked that call. Sorry, guys. Sorry. How many ghosts lurked within those walls? Soon she could find out. Yeah, cowboy. Like, normally when you get a telemarketer call you, they call you once. But 3 times in a row from the same number. So I thought, oh, no, normally a telemarketer call, and then the next call would be another number because they generate different numbers. But no, this guy used the same number. And he couldn't even bother to answer my call when I rang him back. Screw that. Her carpet bag was balanced on the crook of her arm. It was small and had a dent inside, impossible to remove. She knew because she had tried. All her worldly belongings were stowed inside the single bag. A few sets of clothes, a hairbrush, an old battered volume of Robinson Crusoe. That was all 3 were no toiletries, no jewelry, and not even a pair of shoes. The cowboy says, they are the only calls I get these days. Cowboy, send me a number, but I think I still got your number. I'll give you a call. I'll try to sell you some Xbox games. She couldn't afford such luxuries. She was only a maid at Bet Bly, working the servants of the Leonard family. She never met the Leonard family before, but the Pickering's housekeeper, Miss Mary Ann, had told her they were not so very bad. There was a mistress, Lady Louisa Leonard, the husband, Lord Albert Leonard, who was often away on business trips. So I told you that I don't think we'll actually see a guy in this actual whole game. He's away on business trips. He's with his mistress over in California. And they were the sole daughter and the heir to the family fortune, Lady Constance Leonard. She could handle the much, couldn't she? She hoped so. She had to. She hadn't had a choice. She drew deep breath. The cold air tugged at her hair and her skirt. Her fingers trembled. They were starting to turn blue. The wind seemed to stuck out the air of her lungs. It felt like a cold hand was pressing against her larynx. She choked in her own breath. Her eyes strung. Cherry Bomb. So my brain has been in the gutter, and I blame Dutsky. How's Sean doing? I got his name right. Last week I said Craig, but this time I said Sean. Oh, Shawnee boy, the streamer from Australia. Her eyes stung, but she couldn't cry. She'd already told herself she wouldn't. Instead, trying to gather little scraps of self-confidence she still possessed. Let me guess, asleep right now. He's asleep right. How do you know he's asleep right now? You should get Sean to call past my stream and we can have a chat. We can have a chat about the cherry bomb. How the cherry bomb likes to go off and explode. I can tell him some inside jokes. Inside trying to gather what little scraps of self-confidence she possessed. Because he fell asleep on a call with me were you that boring, Cherry? Were you that boring, girl? Only kidding. I had to throw that in there because I had to. I'm sorry. Once again, guys, this game is brought to me today by Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. Check them out, guys. If you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, please feel free to drop that follow if you haven't done so already. And if you're watching this later back on my YouTube channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. I really, really do appreciate it. Back into the game, Blackberry Honey. You can do this. There's no turning back now. Lorena Wall, only 19 years of age, clutched her bag to her chest and straightened her back. Well, that felt... I just did that and everything cracked. She wasn't one to back down from a challenge. Just how bad could Bly possibly be? I will totally get him to come past. Thank you, Cherry Bomb. Come past, Sean. Come past, buddy. Make sure you guys check out Cherry Bomb and the Xbox Cowboy streaming when they can. Mirror's Edge. Really? Really? The last time your stream was Dying Light 2. Or was that supposed to be Mirror's Edge last night that you didn't make it to, Cowboy? So you got it ready to play Mirror's Edge? And You didn't stream last night? she's a busty one. Holy guacamole! Cowboy just went, wowzers. That's a maid for you, cowboy. She could butter my bread any day of the week. Don't you love these type of games? Everything's out of proportion and they're just zero gravity boobs. Boobies! Zero gravity boobs. Japanese make zero gravity boobs. They're the only country in the world that can make zero gravity boobs. Which could be the best boobs in the world. Could be. Who knows? Who knows? Whoa! It's a bit of a kiss already. This game's just started and it's getting a bit of raunchy already. Jericho's loving this. Just saying, but your lingo confused me. Are you taking the piss now, Cherry Bomb? You're taking the piss out of me, aren't you, girl? You're taking the piss. What? Hold on, Cherry Bomb just said something weird. The 16th of March, Wednesday, guys. This is obviously the first part of the game before it actually really starts. Cherry Bomb says, what in the cinnamon toast F is a pommy? A pommy is an English person. So, in other words, they're poms. So, a person from England is called a pommy. Poms. You dirty pom. You dirty pom. Like that. They're not dirty, but they're just, I just put it into like a sentence. But yeah, we call it like Aussies. An American person's called a Yank. Yankee Doodle went to whatever. Yanks. We call them Yanks. You call us Aussies? I think that's what you call us. Or crazy people. I don't know. Koala loving, kangaroo humping. Maybe, I don't know. Aussies. Aussie. Oi. Everyone does that, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Nah. Okay. I want to box a kangaroo. See, Cherry Bomb, you actually boxed a real kangaroo, like a big red. They tend to like grab their little hands and stick it around your neck, and lean back on their tails, and with their feet rip your stomach out. So Skippy, yes, the cowboy said Skippy would kill you. Pretty damn easy. Yeah, Cherry Bomb, that's what it means. Taking the piss means you're joking. The cowboy's good with the Aussie lingo. He practices it daily. Yeah, Skippy's was a famous Australian show back in the day with a wallaby or a kangaroo. Give or take. I can't remember. Yeah, Skippy's just a name for a kangaroo or wallaby. I can't remember what it was, but it's a TV show. We called it Skippy. Like Blinky Bill. Blinky Bill was a cartoon or I think it was a cartoon of a koala back here in Australia back in the day, many moons ago. When Lorena opened her eyes, she was met with the same dismal sight that she had greeted her every morning for the last 4 months. A grey ceiling prepared with ominous cracks heralding in the inevitable day when it would one day collapse under its own weight. Yeah, they are cute till you get up close and they tear you to bits. They tear you to bits. Like in Australia here, we've got no animals that's nice. Everything that's wildlife would kill you. I think there's like 11 of the most poisonous animals in the world live in Australia or some crap like that. I don't bloody know. I don't follow that. Ask the cowboy. He's a cowboy. He's in the outback. For the time being, however, there was where Lorena was to sleep. Yeah, true, Cherry Bomb. True. Her very own bedroom is by. Not that her own bedroom, of course, was a small, tightly packed attic she shared with over 5 of her fellow maids. Isabel, Pauline, Ada, Effie. Is it Effie? And a Swiss-born... I don't know that name. Lottie. I call her Lottie. That's where I'm gonna die, Cherry Bomb says. Well, it's a good place to die. The other maids were Alice, stretching and yawning, complaining. Isabel Pauline, with the worst for us, they always complained, just like the cowboy. Lorena supposed her very English, in the way, but they was rather wish they wouldn't. Oh, my head feels so thick. Must mean the rain is coming. I don't think they talk like with the American accent, so we'll just give them no accent. It's always bloody rains around here. Wouldn't be England without it. I like the rain. Good on you, Effie. Cherry Bob, me seeing cute animals in Australia? Oh my god, I need to give pets. Yeah, we've got some Australian zoos. Australian Zoo on the Sunshine Coast is one of the good zoos. That's where the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin Zoo, is. It's a really good zoo. Big too, big. Don't know if it's the biggest, but it's a decent zoo. Good morning, morning, Lorena. Wowzers, cowboy, your eyes just popped out of your head. Lorena stretched and sat in the bed. The thin sheets pulled around her body. The sheets were stayed really often were warmth. Not even the spring. Still, Lorena supposed it would be better than nothing. The cowboy, would it kill the mate to make a game with voiceover? Oh, cowboy. The other day I played a game for Ratalaika Games. What was it? I can't remember, to be honest, guys, but you can check my YouTube channels for the stream. It was a visual novel, but your only visual novel part you had to read was your own. This is a character that I play as. You read that part, and the rest of it was a voiceover. It was brilliant. So they spoke to you, and then you just had to read the part that your text was. It was brilliant. It was the first time I ever did it. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. If you check my streams out, guys, I'll do it for you right now. Because it's a Ratalaika game, I'll have to check it out for you guys. Kansi the Second Turn, guys. That's what it was called. Get that. That's by Ratalaika Games as well, guys. Check that one out. Kansi the Second Turn. But that was good. It was awesome. Look on the bright side. That's what her young mother would say. There was always silver lining. Said silver lining be Lorena's fellow mate, Ada. Ada was rather young, only a year or so older than Lorea, and the two mates had formed something of an alliance. They were both the oldest sisters in the large family, and they both worked in order to support their siblings. The only difference was Ada had 3 younger brothers. Lorena had 3 sisters. Good morning, Ada. Good. What's so good about it exactly? It's just a figure of speech. I don't care what it is. It's blinky ridiculous. Here, does anyone want to wake up at 5 o'clock? Maybe, mistress? I must be bloody mistress working here. My fingers are shot to pieces. They're shaking. I'd never be able to light fires like this again. The cowboy says, something's larger, right? Yes, it is. 0 gravity boobs. Wowzers. If they moved, it would be like, I couldn't read, I don't think. Cherry bomb. The Aussie accent, though. Effing gets me. Oh, don't talk about fires. I'm frigid. Last night was cold. You think that was cold? That's nothing compared to the winters in Adamet. And in case you hadn't realized, Lottie, I can't pronounce that name, little Lottie, was not in Switzerland anymore. Yes. Oh, how I miss it. The sun rose over the Alps in a truly sight to behold. I wish I could all see it. That does sound rather lovely. They said the air in the Alps is very good for your circulation. I am sure it did wonders. Do you really think so? Oh yes, I know so. Unfortunately, there's no Alps to behold here. Get your head out of the clouds, Lottie. See? Lottie it is. Oh, whoops. How do I go back? Back is L1. I'm pressing L1. Oh, okay. Do you think so? Oh, yes, I know so. Okay, we've done that. Sorry, guys. Yes, your English woman is so very witty. Witty, but the last with Lorea was under used to conjunction with Isabel, but she decided to keep that to herself. With a small yawn, the young maid stretched her arms above her head. Well, I'd like to see that. She was unsure what time it was exactly, but must have been around 5 o'clock in the morning. Mornings came for the servants of Blythe several hours before they did for Lady Leonard and her privileged offspring, Lady Consent. The servants had wake up in unforgiven hours before even the sun had started to rise. Cherry Bomb says, speaking of mask, I've been told I need to do a self-care thing before streaming. What? Speaking of mask, I've been told I need to do a self-care thing before streaming. What do you mean, like, you gotta wear a mask when you stream? Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. You've lost your nut. You're off your head there, Cherry Bomb. You're off your head, girl. It was their light in the life to Sutterich, the sadness creepy, though, in the shuddering hallways, opening the shutters, polishing the fireplace, dusting the mantelpiece, and so on and so forth. Cowboy said, tell him to get effed. From 5 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, the maids of Bly were fully occupied with their work. There wasn't a single moment where they could sit down and rest. Maybe that was the Isabel and Pauline, who had maids longer than the others, were so snappish and irritable. What? Cherry Bomb says, I like a bath, mask, breathe, drink, all that jazz. I have no idea what you're on about. I'm sorry, but you've lost me there, Cherry. It didn't help that they had butler. Grant Lester was such a stricker with the rules. He was incredibly strict, perhaps more so than Lady Leonard herself. Hey, Lorena. Paulina, who had already dressed, gave Lorena a despairing look. Were you planning on getting dressed at some point, or are you just going to sit there? Cherry Bomb says, I basically have been requested to do self-care, and she's screaming that at me right now. It's not like I was the one that told her to do. Man, if Sean was here right now, he'd later smack us down on you, Cherry Bomb. Good old Shawnee boy. I've never met the fella, but I can see we can get along right. Lorena scrambled to her feet, throwing the covers to one side. She had been so impressed with the idle fancies of the quite forgotten. Cherry Bomb says she didn't mean to do the caps, but you did, Cherry Bomb. You shouted at me. Pauline sniggered. So did Isabel. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready right away. Do apologize to us. Apologize to Mr. Lester when you're late coming downstairs. Again? Cherry Bomb says you all take turns taking the piss out of me. We would. We'll do a whole stream where we just take the piss out of Cherry Bomb. We'll call it the cherry pissing stream. I'm getting dressed right away. I am. Do you want us to applaud? We shan't wait for you, you know. Let's go. We'll all be old women the time she's finished. But that includes you too, Ada. Alright then. So sorry, Lorena. Don't oblige to her, stupid. If she gets scolded, she deserves it. Oh, on her own bed. I understand. So sorry. And you, laddie, are you coming or are you still thinking about Switzerland? I'm always thinking of Switzerland, but I do want to be scolded by Mr. Lester, so he's very strict. Laddie gave Lorena an apology smile. I will see you later, Lorena. If you have the cause to feel down, just think of the Alps. I will. Not that Lorena knew the Alps looked like. She didn't even know very much, really. She never had cause to travel beyond the borders of her own country. Being a maid, she probably never gets the chance. Her future was already set in stone. God, she's a busty as hell, isn't she? Look, she's constantly got to hold him here to keep him from, like, moving. Like, she holds him up. She's holding him up, guys. And I think it's turning the cowboy on. Later that morning. Is this the one you wanted? Lady Constance made a show of pondering, index finger tapping on her lower lip before she shook her head. No, that's obviously not good enough. She leaves have been beaten by caterpillars. Look! I can't see anything wrong with it myself. Have you? Then you are blind! Or perhaps, the text has got smaller. They put the text smaller. Or perhaps you're just being a little madam. Lorena muttered modestly under her breath. She knew she wasn't supposed to speak ill of her social betters, though, had Lady Constance been one of Laura's younger sisters, Lorena would have lost her temper already. Cherry Bomb, you're always learning things. Every time you come past my stream, girl, you learn new things every day. Well, if you don't like it, I can always look up another. Seeing that you do, I could not stand having a display of winter's roses in my bedroom. I bet you couldn't. What was that? Okay, so she's like whispering when it gets smaller. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Well, don't. Mother says it's a sign of madness. Perhaps she was mad, Lorena mused. She had been to talk to Lady Constance's abuse. If she hadn't been a once an ounce of sense, she would have slapped Lady Constance right across her smug little face. 12 years or old or no. In fact, it was priceless because Lady Constance was 12 years old, and she's needing discipline. If no one gave her a stern talking to, Lorena feared Lady Constance would become quite an unpleasant person when she got older. Even more unpleasant she already was. If Lady Constance had been a sweet, innocent child who enjoyed tucking herself into small corners and reading books, she would have been a pleasure to serve. Lorena would have gone out of her way to make life comfortable as possible for the imagery Constance. The real Constance, however, was not so lovely. Real little girls were never were. They were disparate little and sweet, disciplined as angels plays as poems. The reality was rather different. Now, no maid tried to find some roses that looked nice. It wouldn't be too hard. Joel had strict orders to only the most beautiful roses bloom in the garden. Yes, miss. But that's easily said than done. If the roses with the Lorena's immediate vicinity were not acceptable, for whatever makes-believe reason Lady Constance had dreamt up, she would need search harder. What about the roses that were further back to the thicket? I'm getting lost with these words, to be honest, guys. It's like a whole different language to me. Lorena began searching, brushing some of the roses to one side. The flowers, undeniably beautiful, their pink petals were so soft and velvet, but the thorns were numerous. They were sharp and pointed, just waiting to be spilled blood. Lorena's shed waved this reluctant pony, her fingertips trembling. The thorns promised pain as she had no desire to cause herself unnecessary grief. Cherry Bomb says, blah, 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 be right back. She's a weird girl, guys. Check her out. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb. Lady Constance, meanwhile, was unsympathetic. The little girl tutted and sighed and tapped her right foot against the ground, her brown eyes rolling around her head while the whole while. Constantly like this, constantly like that. Constance, she says. This should be easy, maid. I don't understand why you're taking so long. It'd be easy, Lorena wished she could retort. If someone were not hell-bent on making these so complicated. But of course, she didn't say that. Not even under her breath. It would have been worth it. If the rose to your liking, miss? No, that's not good enough at all. Then this one? No! I only want the best roses in the room. Anything else would be an insult. Unless... Are you trying to insult me? Oh, of course not, miss. Itchy back. Then take this most seriously. You're a maid, aren't you? Yes, miss. Then you should do everything within your powers to keep me happy. Yes, miss. Start doing your job properly. I order you to pick the best roses that I expect. The best roses are the ones right at the back, so you need to look a little deeper. But miss, what? Did you not? Didn't you hear what I said? I gave you an order. I realize that, but are those ears of yours just for show? Sorry guys, got a phone call. I'm not going to answer it. Were you listening to me, weren't you? Yes, I understand. You understand what? I understand, miss. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I do apologise for the phone calls. If you understand, start looking. I won't leave until you pick at least one acceptable rose. That soundtrack in the background is trying to get on my nerves. I'm trying to get a little bit nervous from it, guys. So I'm just going to lower it, okay? There we go. Okay, we've lowered the volume. I do apologise, but the background soundtrack, why nice, can be a little bit too much. Yes, miss. I started getting nervous. Like I started, even though this is like a totally different language. It's in English, guys, but it's a totally different language for me because it's a bit, a bit stuck up. Victorian age, you know what I mean? But the soundtrack made me, I started getting nervous. I started getting nervous feeling in my ass when I started moving around like this. Left with no alternative, the young maid continued her search among the flower beds. Who's messaging me now? Her eyes trembled, so did her eyelashes. Her whole body was tense and taut. One wrong move and she would lacerate her skin in not just one, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 places. Then she would start swearing under her breath and blinking tears of her eyes. Lorena didn't want to show her weak side of the character to Lady Constance. She could hardly bear the thought. But that was probably why Lady Constance liked picking on her. Lorena had too much pride, but she flushed very easily and couldn't always stand up to herself. Won't be a second, guys. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. It was just the postie delivering something at my door. I'm playing like a visual novel game, and he knocked, and I don't know if you noticed, but I got a little bit, he scared the shit out of me, to be honest. But not too much. I didn't jump too much. I don't think I jumped too much. It's happened when you're involved in the game and you don't expect, the door is just behind me, just here. And it's like, bang, bang, bang. I was like, oh! Okay. She wasn't like a parlor maid, but she never liked to be like the parlor maid. Not that she wanted to be. The parlor maid was a cold woman, aloof at a distance, who only ever spoke to Lauren to pass the mysterious comments. Her barb and stamp slid beneath the skin more effectively than 1,000 thorns would 1,000 roses. The parlor maid's words hurt, and Lorena didn't even know why. It wasn't as though Lorena wanted her approval. She didn't like her. She didn't like her at all. Why was it that Lorena's throat felt dry whenever she saw her, and her stomach fluttered, and she couldn't look in her eye, and she... Ah! Lorena gasped and shook and stumbled away from the rose bush, glancing her hand to her chest. Always like this. 3 wounds crisscrossed across the back of her right hand. 2 of them were shallow, superficial, oozing droplets of crimson blood, no bigger than pinheads, but the other was far bigger. This cut had cleaved and clunked the flesh of her hand, stripping back to the skin like a roll of wallpaper. I wish she'd... Or she's moving now, but nothing's shaking. Lorena started her hand, and in the ground there were splotches of blood, her blood, just inches away from her right foot. She shook her head. She felt sick. Blood didn't often make Lorena felt faint, but there was quite a lot of it, and she didn't want to smear her apron. I wish she'd change her appearance, like, do this or do that, but it's constant like this. I know she's got to have support for those thunder jugs, but come on, let's just change it up a bit. And to make matters worse, another phone call, guys, another fucking phone call. There was thorn embedded in the back of her hand. It emerged from the open wound like a piece of thread through the eye of a needle. Don't believe all the flower beds, idiots. What do you think you're doing? No, don't tell me. I know the answer. You weren't thinking at all. Your maids really are useless. My, how did you do that to yourself? It was an accident. Well, I should have hoped you do it on purpose. That was quite a foolish thing to do. Lorena growled, her cheeks flustered. She's a cutie. The parlour maid was seriously cool, calm, intriguingly aloof. She was homely as a cat and constantly seemed to look down at others, but she always accompanied her blatant disagree with a small smile. Lorena never felt quiet herself, and she was the company of unsettled women. Her gaze made Lorena tremble. It was almost as everything with the limbs had been misaligned by an inch or so the skeleton no longer fit neatly inside her body. Truthfully, Lorena had been hoping to avoid the parlour maid during the whole state of her affairs. In a more perfect world, she would never retreat to the kitchen, clean the blood off her hands beneath the skin, and pulled on the offering of thorn and mistled fuse. No fanfare at all. That was what she wanted. But life was never that simple. The parlour maid had the kitchen already. Lorena had already raised once. She had crossed the threshold, and her eyes had met, and had been too late to turn about and leave. Why the parlour maid was in the kitchen and not in the parlour, and her suggestion was a mystery. It appeared, though Lorena had no intentions of asking, that she was in the middle of preparing of various tea things, arranging several willow pattern teacups and matching teapot and a tea tray. Was Letty allowed having some guests? Then it seemed good a guess as any. I'm so glad I turned that soundtrack down. It's different now. Like it's a great soundtrack. Like it changes up and it matches different scenes, but my God, was it annoying. Say, what do you want? I was wondering if I could take a look at your hand. And why do you want to do that? Oh dear, so suspicious. I just want to know if you could only have assistance. You look like you're in pain. I don't know why you care. I'm just trying to show interest. There's nothing terrible about that, is there? Do you think I'm terrible? Lorena swallowed. She hadn't expected sudden inquiry. Why the parlour maid trying to put words in her mouth? I never said that. Then stop being foolish and let me help you. You're gonna expect to perform the satisfactory first aid yourself? Not with one hand. It can't be done. Hey, Maddie! Thank you for the raid! Thank you! Much appreciated. Long time no see, buddy. How are you doing? Samurai Blade Joker, welcome to the stream. Welcome. My name is Marvel, and I'm playing a game today by Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com, called Blackberry Honey. It's a visual novel, and I'm pretty sure it's a visual novel, guys. And the main story is a lesbian love story. So it suits a lot of people. Just putting it out there. Maddie says, I was sick for a bit, but I'm back. Perfect for you, Joker. It is perfect for me. How you been, Maddie? How you been? Long time no see. I miss playing what's that game we used to play? Siege. Rainbow Six Siege. I miss playing that with you. I play a lot of Fortnite now. Do you play Fortnite? We should get up and play some Fortnite. Been alright, other than being sick. Apart from being sick, it wasn't COVID, was it? Wasn't that damn COVID? Omicron COVID. What was it? I despise Fortnite. Yeah, see, that's the point, Maddie. I hate Fortnite with a passion. Like, I hated it with a samurai blade. I see big zero gravity boobies as well. And the whole game, she's been like this to allow support for those thunder jugs. We all love the boobies. But yeah, Maddie, I hate Fortnite as well. Until a mate of mine, the cowboy, said, just try it. So I played it, and we did some squads, some duos, and some trios, and now I'm like addicted to it, eh? I actually quite like it, but I hate watching other people play it, if that makes sense. Like, when I watch other people stream it, I just couldn't stand it. And I also hate people that build in it. And I know it's a massive thing about Fortnite, but Epic Games, if you're watching my stream right now, which I guess you're not, but if you are, and if anyone wants to take Epic Games, can you please add a part of the game where you can disable building so we can all play Fortnite without builders building? Let's just shoot each other, not build. Who cares? Have two different modes. I'm just putting it out there. Samurai Blade says, yes, more of an ass man myself. Yes, you are, but when you have zero gravity thunder jugs like that, there's enough for all of us to go around, Samurai. Synthetic! Welcome, buddy! Welcome! How you doing? Long time no see. I'm going good. Keeping safe. How about yourself, buddy? Let's do some shout-outs for everyone. Hold on a second. There we go, guys. I'm shouting out everyone, Once again, guys, if you're watching me live today on my Twitch channel, and if you like what you see, even if you don't like what you see and you still want to follow me, guys, please hit that heart icon. I really do appreciate it. And if you're watching back on my YouTube channel, guys, please feel free to like and subscribe. Trying to grow that channel. It's a bit small at the moment, but I'm just dumping everything there and trying to make it nice and neat. Once again, guys, real quick shout out to my sponsors. Ratalaika Games for sending me this game today. I do appreciate them. Blackberry Honey. Also, check out my other two sponsors, PR Hound and Tiny Build Games, guys. I really do appreciate all three sponsors. Let's get into it, back into it, guys. Then stop being foolish and let me help you. You can expect to put... I've already read this. But you have to work to do. I always have work to do. It can't wait. But Lady Leonard won't mind if it's tea in a minute or two late, I'm sure. She'd mind if I was there too to deliver it. But you're not. I am. And it is different. I'm getting messages from everyone. Don't you hate it when you don't get messages during your whole day, but when you're trying to do something like stream or just something, you just get the whole lot of phone calls and messages right then. It just happens. It's Murphy's Law, isn't it? Now, don't look so down. I'm starting with facts. There's no need to sulk. I'm not sulking. Not anymore. You're angry with me, aren't you? How's Victoria these days, Synthetic? I hope it's treating you well, buddy. Are you still in Victoria, or did you move to New South Wales, or did you move back? I know you hate your job. Synthetic says, I hate my job and I went to a bad place and needed to take a step back from streaming and making videos. I'm coming back stronger than ever because I'm so motivated now, which is a good thing. Good to hear. I just want to entertain people and play the games I want to play rather than play the people that want... Exactly what I keep telling everyone. Guys, if you're looking to stream and you want some advice, play the games that only you want to play. Unless you have a sponsor like me that you plan to play these games through, for your sponsor. If you want to stream and you've got a choice of games to play, only play the games you want to play, otherwise it becomes a chore and you'll hate doing it and you'll hate streaming. And if someone says to you, play this game, only play it if you like it. Just be you, don't be anyone else. If you try to fake it up, people will know, and once again it'll become a chore and you'll start hating everything. But Synthetic, I know about your job. I remember being on your stream and you said it was a carpentry job for kitchens, wasn't it? Kitchen man. But yeah, a lot of people hate their jobs. Sometimes you just need something to pay those bills, but as one would say, life is too short to do things you hate, and life is too short to drink shit beer. Remember that, guys. Samurai Brain, I'm off and I'll type our Apex player. Thank you, Samurai J Joker. Hope to see you again, buddy. Thank you for dropping past. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep safe and take care of the ones you love, and don't forget to feed your pets, buddy, if you have any. Lorena opened her mouth, closed it again. Her face turned even redder. The parlour maid laughed. You're so easy to read, Laurie. Laurie? That's right, Laurie. Nobody calls me that. Synthetic cabinet maker. Make kitchen, bathroom, laundry, and install them. It sounds like an interesting job, because, all the kitchens and all that would be a little bit different. But I could see, if you don't like it, where it would come. Oh, just call me the Joker, because it's easy to say my name. Oh, yeah, because it's a long one. Thanks, Joker. Thanks for calling past, buddy. I really do appreciate it. I just did. I wish you wouldn't. We can't all have it what we want. Maddie says yes because he's a fool. Aren't we all a little bit foolish? I know I am. I'm aware of that. Thank you very much. Lorena frowned. So the parlour maid knew her name, though she insists on using a silly nickname for whatever reason, but Lorena didn't know hers. Maybe she would have one, considering she had been alive for 4 months, but the parlour maid's name was strange and foreign. It was difficult to get tongue around. Synthetic says it's a great job. I love it. I love the work. I just hate everyone I work with and the hours. 7 to 5. 7 to 5's 7 to 5's almost as bad as my missus times. My missus works from 7 to 6. So yeah, it's almost as bad as that. But I guess if you hate your job, like you love your job but you hate the people you work with, like you do, oh, a lot of strangling, a lot of silent air, not air guitar, air strangling. I know where you're coming from. We've all been there. And if we haven't been there, we'll all get there eventually, where we just hate the job we're in. I used to work at Big W back in many moons ago. Big W's are a department store here in Australia, guys. And at the start, I liked it. It was really good. We all got along. It was all like a joking. We all played practical jokes on each other. It was awesome. But after 2 years of it, they changed like the manager. After a few times, a couple of managers. At the very end, we got this manager that was just we call him Thomas the Tank Engine Steamboat. The steam fat controller, because he was round and fat, I should say. He was a bitch, and he just took the whole fun out of the whole experience. So every time I wanted to go to work, it was just a shit experience. But now if you go to Big W these days, guys, it's just completely shit house compared to how it used to be back in the day. Oh, well, I'll be a big time streamer one day. Yes, you will, Synthetic. You will. Guys, check out Synthetic. Check him out. Let me just tag him. If I could type, guys. One day, guys, mark my words, Synthetic's going to be a big time Aussie streamer. He doesn't have the mullet anymore, guys. If you've seen him before, he got rid of the mullet. It was weighing him down. Nah, but check him out, guys. One day, he's going to put his mind to it. And he knows if he puts his mind to it, he will be that successful streamer. We will be, guys. If you put your mind to something and you have goals, you'll get there. Trust me. Okay. Maybe she should have, considering she had been at Blythe for 4 months, but the parliament's name was strange and foreign. It was full of his tongue around. Why would she need to have one anyway? They weren't friends. Lorena wanted to know nothing to do with her, their infamous woman. The Joker says, I'm good today, love. No, I don't think so. I like to stream Synthetic for the fun of it. I'm just lucky that I've got wonderful sponsors that have supported me along my journey. I'm only looking to get bigger. I'm hoping to get bigger, hoping to get my name out there and get a lot of streaming people, like, people following me and stuff like that. It can only grow, I guess, and I hope I do get bigger. But the only way I can get bigger is all your loving support. I love all my followers, and I thank you to the bottom of my heart, guys, for supporting me. Thank you. But all the same, that's right, Matty. You get on that. You get on that Synthetic bagwagon. He's a good Aussie streamer. Trust me. What are you doing? What's going on here? We're getting some frisky business finally, guys. We might get some frisky business going. Taking care of you like I said I would. But why? Because I don't believe you can take care of yourself. It is a grind. But as I said, if you enjoy doing it, it's not really a grind. It just takes time. I think I've been streaming now for about 2 years or so. Maybe more than 2 years. I can't remember. I know it's 2 years. It's got to be, I think it's 2 years. Maybe more, just a bit more. What is it, February? Yeah, I'd say just over 2 years. And I'm proud of where I've come so far. Joker says, I love people like Maddie and you guys. You guys are awesome. You're wholesome. We are wholesome, like wholesome bread. Good old wholesome bread. I feel like bread right now. I haven't eaten anything for lunch or breakfast or anything at the moment. What is the time? It's 10:32 here in Queensland, Australia. That's AM. AM, as you can see. And that's quite an assumption to make, and not very polite one either. Why would I worry about being polite? I'm polite enough to Lady Leonard, though I don't think she deserves it. So there's one for you. Synthetic's been following me for 2 years and 24 days. So obviously I have been. If I type in, I can't remember. I can't type in the Cowboy's name because he's changed it so many times. But yeah, it's probably two and a half years, I guess, I've been streaming for. But yeah, thank you, Sin, for following me for those 2 years. I know it's been a rough ride, but thank you for hanging in there, buddy. One gets awfully tired of minding their manners all the time. You agree with me, don't you? That's besides the point. So you disagree? How lovely. No, hold still. Now hold still. The parlourmaid's hands were smooth and soft. Her fingers were slender. They were hands of an astron. Now those hands were holding Lorena's. Lorena felt Lorena felt herself shivering, not just because of the pain. Her right hand, still bleeding, though gently, the bloodshed was so slow and lacterous she was so relaxed. Almost relaxed, sorry guys. Now, what is this? The parlourmaid's lips were inches away from the shell of Lorena's ear. Her breath tickled. Is this a thorn? Lorena nodded dumbly. How did you do this to yourself? Did you fall on those rose bush? It wasn't intentional. Then, were you pushed? You couldn't say that purposely. Was this one of Lady Constance wins? Yes, she wanted me to pick some roses for her, but I got hurt in the process. Evidently, the parlourmaid clicked her tongue almost the roof of her mouth. Lady Constance doesn't care for flowers, you know. She was an eccentric and careless girl. I'm aware of that. Then why did you go along with your selfish request, sorry guys? She was trying to make you miserable, and it seems so she was successful. Nah, she didn't get pushed. She fell into the rose bush trying to pick the roses at the back of the rose bush because the stuck-up silver spoon girl wanted the roses at the back. What, you let it happen? I beg your pardon? Your head was so... you heard what I said. I did, but you couldn't have meant it. Why not? I didn't let this happen. I didn't want to cut myself. Sorry, guys, I just got a text. Just going to reply to that text. There we go. You just what? Lorena opened her closed her mouth, but no words came out. When she needed the most, they abandoned her. I see, no response in the forthcoming. How disappointing. Anyway, let me attend to this. I play a mixture of games, Joker. Like, I'm a variety streamer, so the variety is just anything. So anything that sponsors send me, of course, which could be a lot of indie games. There are a lot of independent games. It could be like 8-bit pixel graphic games, visual novels like this one, horror games. There are a lot of pixel art graphic games that the sponsors tend to send me. So like, a lot of the old school style games. But then on my own time when I stream anything from like Resident Evil horror games. Do a bit of Fortnite streaming when I get drunk. Anything really. Like I've got a whole crapload of games just sitting over there right now. That's like a cabinet of shame that I've never played. But just reading some off, I can stream on the PS5, the Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One X. So we'll be playing games like Returnal for the PlayStation 5. A bit of Watch Dogs here and there. Uncharted, The Last of Us, things like that. Everything, basically everything. I don't play League of Legends and stuff like that. I get a bit bored. Actually, I don't get bored of it. They're just too hard for me because I'm not that smart. But yeah, just looking at some of the games now, I like a bit of everything. Yeah, I've got a lot of games. Like I buy the games. I buy a lot of digital games, a lot of physical games. I buy them when they're on sale, so I don't feel so bad when I just don't play them because I'm looking at them right now, and I'm just reading right now. I just got this game the other day. Sorry, guys, for if anyone's interested in the game I'm streaming, but I just picked this game up the other day from Amazon. It was on special. What is it called? Immortals. I'm trying to. Phoenix Rising for the PS5. Beautiful game. Like I downloaded the demo. It's still sealed, by the way, guys, because I haven't played it. I downloaded the demo, and I didn't mind it. It was fun to play. And it was on special for like $17 from Amazon. Good old Amazon here in Australia. What are you going to do? And I bought it because why not? And I haven't played it. And I guess if you come back and ask me in like 3 months' time if I played it, I will tell you no, I haven't played it. It's not like I forget to play it. Yeah, I could use that excuse. Yeah, I forget to play it. There's just so many games that I play. And then you get messages from your mates saying, come on, let's play this game together. And there's not enough hours in the day. And looking after my daughter and then also working in my real job, it's just not enough hours. Okay, back to it. Sorry, guys, for going through that. For those who just came here to watch Blackberry hunting, I do apologise for talking so much. But as I said, it's a live stream on Twitch today, guys. I've got to keep everyone entertained and ask their questions and answer their questions. Not ask their questions, answer their questions on my Twitch channel. I do apologise. I never asked you to, but I will because I didn't want you to get infected and you will get sick. Fine, go ahead. This will probably hurt. I hope you're prepared. Do your worst. Oh, that was a challenge. Take it however you want. I believe that you're a roll, my little Lottie. Laurie, sorry. What do you... Laurie jumped and a sharp burst of pain flared up in her affected finger, as though a match had been struck against it. Then, all of a sudden... There we go. That should take care of it. The Joker says... Oh, no, sorry, Sin says... Sorry, synthetic. I mainly start with a rush when I start streaming again. Watching your stream motivates me to stream tomorrow. But I don't know yet. Yeah, I think you got to stream when you feel like streaming. If you don't feel like streaming deep down yourself, then you just don't do it. Maybe just play a game. Just play some games on your own. And then when you feel like streaming, you do it. You don't get motivated by other people. Like, I'm just here to entertain everyone else. But as I said, just be yourself, Sin. And when you are yourself, buddy, you're the best person you can be, because that's the people that I love watching when you're yourself. You're a good person to watch. I hate watching streamers that try to be someone else, and there's so many streamers out there that copy everyone else. You can just tell they're copying someone else, and it frustrates me. Like, just be yourself. If people don't like you, they won't watch. But when they do like you, at least you know they're going to like you for the person you are, and that means you don't have to try when you stream, because you're just being yourself. All right, I'll be back. Food's ready. It's okay, Sid. I'll probably be gone by then, buddy, because I normally only do like an hour stream of these sponsor games, and it's been over an hour. So if you're still here, if I'm still here when you come back, cool. But if I'm not, thank you, Sin, for coming past, and I'm looking forward to your up and coming stream. Please send me a message, buddy, or follow my Twitter and send me tag me or tweet me or whatever. What do you want to call it? I've only started my new Twitter account. My other one got destroyed for somehow. I don't know what happened, but I had all my followers. I lost all my followers. My old Twitter account, it just got destroyed. I don't know why. I asked Twitter and they said I had to make a new one, and so now it's just I've got nothing. But yeah, follow me at that and send me a text or tag me, so when you're streaming, I can be there, and I'll try to bring some people too. I'll retweet it, and I'm just trying to learn how to use Twitter. I'm not good with it. I'm not very social with these Instagrams and Facebook. If you like, all right, Facebook, I've got Twitter, and I've got Instagram. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So if you combine them all together, guys, Facebook, Twitter, and sorry, let's start again. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you combine them all together, you get Twitface. So I use Twitface a bit. I try not to use Facebook. I hate Facebook with a passion, even though it's Instagram's owned by them. Like, it's the same bloody company. I don't even know who owns Twitter. Probably them as well. But yeah, I don't like social media that much. It directs your life. But I'd use it when I need to do this type of thing. Okay, sorry guys, let's get back into the game. Sorry for talking so much. Sorry. The parlour-maid pulled to the thorn-free. The gun began to trickle from the cut. It looked brighter than ever, so red and almost dazzling. Almost. Constantly like this. Now, let's get you cleaned up. Lorena followed obedience as a child, as the parlour made her way to the ceramic sink. Then she turned on the tap and steady stream of water began to flow. This might sting a bit, but you can handle it, can't you? I thought so. You're a big girl. The parlour made a small smile, but evident, even though Lorena's fingers smashed beneath the water. Lorena gazed, and began her eyelashes. Her shoulders trembled. You? Yes. What is it, dear? Lorena gritted her teeth together. The words bubbled out within the breast. Oh, sorry. Within her breast. What? The words bubbling up within her breast were treacherous. She would never be able to say such things to Lady Constance or Lady Leda to fear of losing her job, but she could say them to parlour maid. Breast. She said breast. The parlour maid was only one of those could take her anger out on. I don't like it at all. Oh dear, how sad. The parlour maid sigh. How could you say that was trying to help you? You don't want help, you just want to goat. I think you're misunderstanding something, my little Laurie. What? Unlike you, I don't do things unless I want to. But you can't live like that. You're supposed to be a maid. Answer the whims of others is your purpose in life. I would have started my purpose in life, thank you. Now hold still. Lorena's blood continued to splash against the white ceramic basin of the sink. The water soon washed it away, muddying the colour until no more traces remained. Well, that settles it. The parlour maid took a neat step back, running her hand, her dark hair. The action seemed carefully calculated. Somehow, it made Laura feel uneasy. Everything about the older woman was unsettling. And don't worry, there's no need to thank me. I wasn't going to. I still can't stand you. I know that too well. If you cared for me in any way, you might have tried to remember my name. Oh well. For future reference, this is the name I can't pronounce. Another name. Tahua. Teo. Teo. Not that you'll care. I could just say Teo, guys, because I can't. Tehua. Okay, the 2nd of April, Saturday. Okay, guys, this is where we're going to leave the stream today. Okay, it's time for Marlboro's review of the game. As yes, guys, we're going video reviews. Sorry, guys, we're going video reviews. Okay, let's start off. Once again, big shout out to Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. Check them out for sending me this game, Blackberry Honey, today to stream for all my fabulous viewers. Once again, guys, it's just been released. Only got released today. Today's been the 11th of February 2022, which means tomorrow for the rest of the world, or most of the rest of the world, will be released. So what do we think of the game, guys? What do we think? Okay, so we'll put it out there. This game is not for everyone. If you're new to visual novel games and you want to get started, I don't recommend this game straight off. I recommend this game once you get into it, and if you start liking visual novels and become like a big hardcore fan, visual novel fan, this game, Blackberry Honey, is for you. If you're just getting started, there's other games to start with. Once again, other games that are made by Ratalaika Games. Check them out. Check out my YouTube channel for the other games, guys. There's a lot easy reading, guys. To put it bluntly, as I said, this game's not for everyone. It's not for me. The words were too Victorian English-like for me. I had trouble reading it. It felt like a different language at sometimes. It was just become a whole bit of a blur. Did I enjoy the game? I enjoyed looking at the big rack she had. The visual art itself was enjoyable. I liked that. The game itself was boring. I found it boring. I'm sorry. I'm putting it out there. I just found the game boring. It's not going to be boring for everyone. People like this type of stuff. So I'm just saying it was boring for me, but we're not going to put that in the review because that's just my personal opinion. I just found it a bit boring. I'm sorry. I can't help it, but it was. There's other games that are visual novels that I really, really enjoyed. And this one, apart from looking at the characters, being on stream and then reading it for you guys, I enjoyed doing that. But as I said, it was a bit of a chore to read. And the storyline's a good one, but it was boring to me. The soundtrack, the visualization of the game is brilliant. I like the visualization. Big rack, great drawings. The text is beautiful. Everything about the game is beautiful. Like that. The soundtrack, I had to lower it right down because it came really frustrating. That part where I was trying to read earlier on in the game, I started getting nervous in my ass. I was about to walk around because I just so I lowered it right down. It's great how the soundtrack changes with the phases of the game, so it just doesn't stick to the same beat all the time. It's very, very nice soundtrack, but it can be annoying. So I suggest just lowering it down. When you start off, it's at full tilt. What else can we say? The controls of the game, it's very basic, PlayStation 5 controller. And all you're doing is basically pressing one button, which is the X button on the controller if you're playing on the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, whatever you want to play on. Or L1 to just you know, go back if you've missed something or accidentally bumped something like I did. So the controllers of the game are simple. 10 out of 10 there. Story of the game, the story of it is a 7 for me. It's boring, but it's good. Good in a way if you enjoy that type of thing, but for me it's a 7. Visualization is beautiful, so it's a 10. Synthetic, you've inspired me to stream tomorrow. Saturday, I'll be there. What time? Sin? Say it on your post, mate. Sin, go nuts and post your stream details on my stream right now, so everyone that's watching can know what time. I'm doing that for you now, Sinny. So guys, yeah. So an overall rating. I enjoyed the game. The controls are perfect. Visualization's perfect. The storyline's a little bit boring. It's not a game for everyone, and it's not a game if you're getting right into the visual novel theme right now. It's a 7 to 10 hour game, so it's a big one. It's well worth your money. Replay value, I don't think is going to be up there. But this is a one-off game, and if you enjoy it, then I suggest you buy it. Overall, guys, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 on the Marble Ole game rating. The visual novel rating, guys, I do that differently to the other games because it's a different game. It's not for everyone. But, yeah, so, as I said, it's a 7 out of 10. Good. It's a solid 7. It's not going to get any higher than 7. Would it get any lower than 7? If I was feeling really mean and being really honest, maybe a 6. Maybe a 6 out of 10. But I'm going to give it a 7 because I felt like giving it a 7. I'm just putting it there. It's a 7 out of 10. Everything was good about it except for I got bored of it. So that's just my personal opinion. I'm not going to put my personal opinion on it too much. So it's a 7 out of 10. So guys, big shout out right now to Sin. He's streaming tomorrow, guys. That's sometime like 6 a.m. for me to like 12 a.m. hopefully. 6 a.m. to that's a big time. You mean 12 p.m. or 6? Do you mean 6 p.m.? 6 p.m. in the night for you to 12 a.m. or 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. because that's a whole day of streaming, buddy. 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So early in the morning, Australian, Victorian, New South Wales time, guys, which is the same as Victorian time. So if you're in Queensland, that's 5 a.m. If you're in the rest of the world, guys, I have no idea. It's Australian Eastern daylight, not daylight time, not daylight savings time, guys. So it's daylight savings time for everyone, not Queensland time. 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. Check out Synthetic TV, guys. Please, please, please. Good Aussie streamer. Hope you check him out. Okay, so big shout out to Ratalaika Games for sending me this game. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Great Dane, welcome to the stream. Thank you for calling in right at the end. But I do appreciate you coming past anyway, buddy. So a big shout out to Ratalaika Games for sending me this great game to be streamed today for my fabulous viewers. Once again, guys, if you enjoy what you see and you watch me live right now on my Twitch channel, please feel free to hit the heart icon and give me a follow. I really do appreciate it. I love all my followers, and I thank you to the bottom of my heart for following me. And if you're watching it back on my YouTube channel because you couldn't make it today to the live stream, or you just don't like Twitch altogether, check out my YouTube channel, guys. And if you like him, shoot him, Great Dean. As I said, if you're watching on a YouTube channel, please feel to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate that. You always wear protective eyewear. It's my giant clear glasses. I got the clear lens in my Ray-Bans because I'm sick of having the black lens. Sorry guys, I'm off topic now. Let me show you. I need to wear them. See, that's them there. So they don't look like protective glasses. They're Ray-Bans. This lens here was like that, like a chrome bluey kind of purpley color. So I took that out and put prescription in there. I use these mainly when I'm playing video games and watching movies at night. So if you've got a black bar, like a black frame, of course, around your glasses, it's kind of annoying sometimes when you're watching movies. But if you have a clear one, you don't see that frame. So when you're watching a movie, it's just like having nothing on at all. So I suggest if you're interested in that, clear, transparent frames is awesome. And they look cool with the blue lenses too. And they're different. I'm a bit different, guys. So once again, guys, big shout out to Ratalaika Games. This game, Blackberry Honey, is available for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the PS5, which I'm playing on today, using a PS5 headset. If anyone just wanted to know, and was it the Nova Pink PlayStation controller? Everyone just wanted to know what I'm using. It's also available for the Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, all Xbox basically, except for the old Xbox. You know, Xbox is so backwards compatibility. It's pretty cool like that. Remember, guys, I'd like to thank everyone for coming past today. Thank you to the bottom of my heart. Remember, guys, you're perfect just the way you are. Unless you want to change, then change. Don't forget to feed your pets. Don't forget to take care of the ones you love. And just remember, most importantly, guys, be yourself. Be you. Do you. If you want to change, then you change because you want to. As long as you be yourself, that's all you can be, and you'll be perfect. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Bye for now. Ta-ta!